Hi everyone, my name is Cynthia. Let's talk books. And today I would like to do the Hispanic / Latinx Booktuber tag. I just found out about this tag because I've been following a lot more Latinx Booktubers here on YouTube. And I just thought this was such a fun tag and a way to share a little bit of me with anybody that might be coming into my channel. So let's get started. There's a total of 13 questions, and the first one is, before I get into the questions, the tag was started by Bookish Babbles, and I will link her video and her channel down below so that you can go take a look at it. But okay, so question number one is, what is your heritage? And I am Mexican. I was born in Mexico, so I feel super comfortable saying that. However, I do label myself Mexican American because I have lived in the U.S. since I was 5 years old. Right after my 5th birthday was when I came to the U.S. Question number two is, do you speak the language of your heritage? Yes. Spanish is my first language. I do speak it fluently. I read and write it, and I read, write, and speak English fluently most of the time. I'm also fluent in French, so I speak 3 languages, and that is why sometimes I do have trouble kind of thinking of the right word to say. Sometimes I can think of it in one language, but not in any of the other 2 languages. And so it does get a little bit complicated. It also means my spelling in all 3 languages is pretty terrible. The pronunciation on things is sometimes a little off. For example, if a word looks a little French, or if the O's and the U's and the I's and the E's are together in particular ways, it looks French to me, so I give it a French pronunciation. Sometimes that offends people, and for that I am sorry. But so yes, I am a multilingual. Let's see. Number 3 is, do you own any flags or decorations that represent your heritage? Yes. I don't have flags, I don't think. Do I have any flags? No. Flags are weird. It's very nationalistic, so I tend to shy away from flags, but let me show you my Mexican national team soccer shirt, which I bust out every time there's a World Cup, but even for some of the other national team games. And of course it has Chicharito in the back, because you gotta root for a kid that's cute and humble. I love him. I love him, and I love me some soccer. So gotta have my national team rep. If any Mexican or Latinx person were to walk into my house, they would know that another Latinx person lives here, because I have full of manteles, these kinds of doily type stuff all over my house. I love it. These are all handmade in Mexico, and I was gifted most of these by my mom and my grandmothers. I also have the almohadones, the pillowcases, that's what it is in English, that are all handmade, hand-stitched, guys, hand-stitched. Some of these are old because I don't use them all the time, and I have a billion. I swear each of my abuelitas has sent me a billion of these things. That's just what happens. And I have my, what are these called? See, sometimes the word doesn't come in any language. These cooking protector things. I have one in my kitchen, and I have several of these all over the place, and getting a little emotional because this one in particular was sent by my grandmother, who passed away a few years ago. So yeah, I also have a ton of other stuff around that I might confuse people about my heritage, because I have tons of Eiffel Towers all over the place. Because that is what I study. I study France, so I have lots of Mexico and France things all over. Question number 4 is, who is your favorite author that shares the same heritage as you? And I was having a really hard time with this, not because I couldn't think of any, it's just I was favorite author, do I have to pick a favorite? Right now, and this, favorite authors change all the time based on stuff that, I'm reading at the moment. I'm about to read one before the end of the year that I think is going to become a favorite, but right now My favorite author is probably Erica L. Sanchez, who wrote I Am Not Your Perfect Mexican Daughter. That book, I was talking to my sister about it, and it's like the aftertaste of the book keeps getting better, like the more you think about it. So I really like her, and I've been following her on social media, and I adore her voice. Love it. So let's see. Number 5 is favorite book that takes place where you were born / the place of your heritage. Oh crap, I didn't think enough about this one. So I was born in Mexico. There are plenty of books set in Mexico. The one that I think that I'm gonna love is Certain Dark Things, which is a vampire book set in Mexico City. But I'm not from Mexico City. I was actually born in the state of Guanajuato. So I'm like, I don't think I've read anything that's set in Guanajuato. Whoa. Which is a kind of a revelation that I'm like, why have I not read anything set in Guanajuato? So I guess I'm going to go with Certain Dark Things by Silvia Moreno Garcia. That's the author of it. Which I think I'm really going to love, but I haven't read it yet. So, like Water for Chocolate is set in Mexico. And that book is fantastic. I really love it. I haven't read it in a long time. I should probably reread it at some point. Favorite legend or folklore from your heritage is number 6. I'm Mexican. We have to go with La Llorona. Like, come on. Hearing La Llorona, that story, for the first time is impactful, and it stays with you for the rest of your life. Dude, and between that and El Cucuy, like, I don't know how Mexican kids survive, man. Like, our parents like to keep us, like, in a complete state of terror. That's how they try to get us to behave. It doesn't work, though. Alright, number 7. Favorite character that shares the same heritage as you. This one I had already thought of. And this, I'm going to pick Tita from, like, Water for Chocolate. One, because her name is my family nickname. The only people that call me Tita are my family and the friends that I grew up with. And her character in, like, Water for Chocolate, I felt very connected to. In that she is a very emotional person, and I feel like I am too. Let's see. Number 8. What is your favorite song by a singer that shares your heritage? You know I'm going to go with Selena. I am of the generation that grew up with Selena. Selena Quintanilla, by the way. Lest we be confused. So, what... Si una vez. That is my favorite current Selena song. I feel like I have grown up with her. When she was really big, I was like a tiny kid buying her cassette tapes. And so I loved Como la Flor, Amor Prohibido. But this song, as I've grown older, this is the song that speaks to me the most. Que te amaba, hoy me arrepiento. Si lo ves, dije que te amaba, no sé lo que pensé, estaba loca. That's enough, because my voice is terrible, but that song makes me cry every single time. Oof. So, number 9. What is a TV show or movie with Hispanic / Latinx representation that you love? So I current love is Jane the Virgin. I just discovered that show, and it just, like, whoever's coming up with all the references to, like, Spanish language television is, like, must be my age, because they just hit me right in the feels. Down to, like, I knew I was going to love that show in the first episode when I heard Juanes in the background. Like, woof, that was just, it was perfect. I really, and I'm only in the first season of Jane the Virgin, but I am really, really enjoying it. Let's see. Question number 10. What is something you wish people understood about your heritage? man, we're a lot. I feel like a lot of anti-immigration sentiment, a lot of the xenophobia we see comes out of not knowing immigrants, not knowing their stories. Because if you got to know people and if you got to know their stories, I don't see how you could like fearmonger about them. So maybe that's the main thing. It's just people's stories of why they left their home countries, why they're trying to come to the U.S. I think that would be the biggest thing I would want people to understand. And everybody's got a slightly different story. So yeah, I wish people just got to hear people's stories as people rather than as some group that gets talked about in cable news. Number 11, or what are you most proud of about your heritage? I am super proud of almost everything about being Mexican. There are some unsavory things, and I will gladly, and I don't shy away from criticizing some of the bad things in Mexican culture. But there are some really beautiful things. The food, the love, the hospitality that is there in Mexican culture. I think the hospitality and the love with which people are treated. I think that's the thing that I'm most proud of. Number 12, favorite fellow Hispanic / Latin booktuber. I think our YouTube channel is called My Name is Marines. I discovered, she was one of the first YouTubers booktubers that I discovered, and she is fantastic. I feel like she is somebody that I could hang out with. I don't comment a lot on her videos because I'm super shy about it. Like, I feel like, man, I don't know, like, I don't want to ruin the fantasy that I have of her and I being friends. Yeah, and I'm just discovering the Latinx booktube world. There's a lot of fantastic women, especially in the book world, that I am having fun discovering. And actually, thanks to this tag, I'm discovering more and more. So yeah, let's see. So the next one is 13. Tag some fellow Hispanic Latinx booktubers. I don't want to tag people. I feel really shy about tagging people, especially because I'm a super small new channel. But if you're watching it and you like to do it, I think you can consider yourself tagged. But this was really, really fun. I'd like to thank Bookish Babbles for coming up with a tag, and everyone else that has done this tag. I still have a lot of these videos to go through that I want to sit and watch. I think the one that I most recently watched was from Book Cave. That's her channel. And I like, if you've made this tag, this video, let me know down below so I can check it out. I really enjoy seeing what people's answers are, especially when it comes to music. A lot of it's like, oh, you know, classic stuff that I'm like, oh yeah, I remember that. Or some stuff's like, oh, I've never heard of that person. I'm going to go check them out. So I think like that's all really cool. So thank you so much for watching. That is it for me, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.